Hello everyone. So we are live today again, and last time we were creating the e-commerce website. So today also again we will continue developing our e-commerce website. So we have this, like last time I have built this sidebar with the accordion of shadcn, and on clicking on this actually we are going to the pages, right? Different pages. So in the sidebar.js, we have this main path and path. The main path we are getting from, I will show you in a bit. We have this data categories, right? The path is electronics, and hmm, and the subcategories path is mobiles, then laptops, then processors, right? So we have a sidebar category item. This is the category items. We have the cards. We pass the data into this card. So now, I want to electronics, mobiles. Okay. So do we have menswear? Okay, so anything we are passing to this, it is this is rendering here. Okay, so A is actually this path and B is actually this path. Okay, so do we need to even need generate static params? Let me do one thing. We have the sidebar, we have this category items. Okay, I will import it here. And I will use it here. Now category items, we need some kind of data, I think. So params is category, then I can say okay, item, right? So in this, let me just first check, are we getting the okay, if I say to A, then if they say okay, so what I need to do is I need to, this electronics is category, then mobiles is subcategory, then we have to name it category, and I have to rename B into subcategory, right? So now we will write category and subcategory, then we will okay, so we are getting everything. So we have this dynamic paths. I have used here. Now I can delete this. If I click on this, okay, let me go to the subcategory, actually sidebar, and check if everything is working properly. Let me again go to our data, menswear. Okay, actually we have not. Actually I have already. Okay, I think I have not used items. Now menswear watch is rendering because we had items array inside our categories. I think I don't need that. They need static params, but we will not add for that for now. I will remove this, and actually I can pass params here inside this. Okay, I can delete this, and inside category items. Now params. Now we have the params. Okay, menswear watch. So we will destructure category and subcategory from params, and instead of this links one we will use category, and instead of this we'll use subcategory. Okay, mobiles and laptops, processors. Processors, let me see processors. Okay, we had actually put some laptop names inside processors, so I need to make some changes in this items array in the processors, because these are not processors means I mean uh, Intel's i7 i9 processor or AMD processors. So now we don't even need use path name, we are getting already the path name. Okay, so we have really clean code here. In the sidebar, okay, we are mapping the categories. So what I need to do, I need to only add the items inside this and this subcategories. So now we can actually tell the Bard to generate some data. Actually, I had something else. I had some data stored inside some folder. Wait a minute. I think frameworks, backend, then data. So okay, so this is the data. So what I can do is I can copy these JSON files inside that. Let me try something. Copy, or I can copy here, copy this, and I will paste it here inside the data. I can create a new file, actually new folder. I can simply name it items. Now I will paste laptops.json here. And let me see if we can import and use laptops here. Import laptops from data items laptops.json. Now let me console.log laptops. We will inspect this, and I only want the info here. Okay, interestingly, we are getting the data actually from simply by importing it. Cool. So now I want to use this laptops in this array. Items is laptops. All right. So we have actually brand. Actually item name, there is item name. I want simply the item, change our occurrences to name, simply name. And let's see if it's working. Okay, it is working. That's cool. Now let me also get something else like RAM. Let me test real quick. Oh, my bad, RAM is not here. RAM is actually inside this. Actually, name, path, we have items. Right. Actually, items dot ram. We are getting this, so wait a minute. Subcategories, I'm mapping subcategories, then I'm getting the name and path. Category items, I'm getting subcategories, then path is dot items, data is this, then inside cards we are getting mapping the data. Okay, right. I had to do it here, my bad. Ram, then ram. Okay, we are getting the ram. Cool. So close this. Remove this from here. Now I think I also had a data for mobiles. Let me select all and copy all of these inside these items. Laptops copies created 2 times. This, and we have, let me import mobiles from data items, and we have mobiles. So I will copy all these mobiles into this, and inside mobiles item name, change all occurrence to simply name. So we have also mobiles and laptops. What is pending now is processors. I think I have not created any JSON for processors. We can ask the Bard, please create a list of processors create a array of objects of processors with fields, name, RAM, actually processor do not have RAM. Core count, cache, price. Please write it into JavaScript array. Okay, so it has even given us the image URL. So we will create a new folder of processors.json and we will paste it here. Change all occurrences to remove this. Okay, so in our we'll close this, we'll go to the categories and just remove this console log. I will import processors from data items and what is this laptops.json, right? And we will also remove it. Inside processors we have something else actually. Inside processors, okay, it's actually processors.json. Yeah, we are getting Intel, and AMD. Now Bart has given a link for this. Let me check if there is an image for that. Let me check AMD. Okay, this is just a dummy URL address it has given, so it's of no use to us. I think we have copied all these JSON files. We can close this window. Right. So now I need to create all these categories like name, path, subcategories. These items headers are also empty. We need to put something inside this. I think menswear we have men's watches, and we can import it. Currently in men watches we have nothing, so I will import data items, and we will import men's watches. Now I will copy this inside this. Let me check. I think item name, we have to change item name to name. So we have the name of this. Then what we have next, we have trousers and shirts. We have men's shirts. Change all occurrence of item name to name. Close it. Now I will import men's what? Men's shirts from data items men's shirts. Now if I go to shirt, we have this list of the shirts. Calvin Klein modern fit shirt, Ralph Lauren classic fit polo shirt. Okay, right. So what I need here now is, let me go to mobiles. Okay, so I need actually some pictures that I can show here. So now we will customize our cards. We will go to our cards, right? Okay, so now we will customize our card component. Actually, let me just download a dummy image of phone, mobile phone, image, mobile phone logo. No, I do not logo PNG. I need a PNG logo for mobile phone. Okay, just download it, save image as. I will save it inside desktop, technologies, then live coding, e-commerce, then source. Okay, save it mobile png. Now I will create a new folder, images, and I will put this here. Actually it's not a png, I think. Let me first test it. Side cards, let me import this. Import image from next image. Image and then href. Of course, I need to also import the image. Import mobile from images, and what the name of that? What is the name of image we just downloaded? It is mo.png. Now I can give the actually I think mobiles. Let me check for a bit. Next image. So we can provide the source. Oh, I put the small I here, so that's why it was not rendering, but it's still not rendering. Okay, now it rendered. So actually this is not the PNG image I was looking for. Mobiles phone logo PNG. Let me again check real quick. Let me now. Okay, so we have this good looking image, right? So actually, okay. So now what I can do is I can provide some height and width. Height 12, width 12. So now I want some information that will be visible here. I think it is just too big. Actually, they are just too short. I need to make them big cards. Inside cards, let me just remove the width. Okay, now it's standard properly. Hello everyone. So I can put here the class name of bolt. I think text bolt, or is it font bolt? Okay, it is a font bolt. And then I need to show the RAM. What is the RAM? Or I do not even need to show this. I can simply write the GB here, the RAM. So it will be visible that it is of 12 GB. Now also price of price should be in dollars, and we will also destructure price from here. Okay, this is $19.99, $499. Let me just try to put it. Let me try this as a flex. No, flex is not working. Flex traction. Let me go to the tailwind. Tailwind CSS. Let me. Display of flex. Flex traction. Okay, flex traction is flex column. Flex column. Okay. Flex column. Okay, it's good. Now item center. And then gap of 4. Gap of 4 is just too much. Gap of 2 is okay. Hello Shreya Srivastava. Hello Yunus Official. I am building a full stack application currently, so yes, it will take some time. Hello everyone. It will be like full-fledged e-commerce website that will have everything you need. So now we have this mobiles, laptops. But the thing is, I need to show laptops image here and processors image here. So that's another task I need to do. So what I can do is I can download laptops, image SVG. Now I will, where we have images, we have a laptop.svg. We will delete this mod.png. Now I will import laptop from images, and it is laptop.svg. So let me try the laptop if it is rendering properly. Okay, it is rendering properly. So now we have to conditionally render mobiles and laptops according to the subcategory we are getting. So now set category item, I also need to pass subcategory. So inside cards we need this subcategory. Now we will conditionally get the image. Let image. Now we will use switch statement. Switch subcategory, and then if it is mobiles, then we want image to be mobiles. And another case is if it is laptops, Then image should be laptop, and then we want to break our case statement here, and default is break. Okay, so now we can simply pass image. So now if we're on the mobile, it is mobiles, and if we are on laptops, laptops is rendering. Hello, good evening everyone. So now inside processors, actually, I also need a navbar here, I think. So we will also create a component for navbar, navbar.js, and navbar, and we will import it here in the layout.js. Import navbar, and it should be at the top level. So this should be inside sidebar, and the content should be inside main, and the navbar should be at the top. Let me give some style to navbar. 200. Okay, it is rendering in the flex, so we need to render it in the column. Right, we have now navbar. I will give a padding of 4. Actually 2. 2 is okay. So from shadcn UI, we will import a component called the avatar. So can copy this and we can paste it here. Now we also need to install avatar. Actually, we do not have a JSON config. Let me find it in another window. This is a JSON config. We'll copy it and we'll copy it inside this. Try again. Okay, now it's installing avatar. Done. Components UI avatar. There is some issue. We'll close it, and inside our components UI. Okay, it should be at this UI. Where is the navbar? Okay, components, right. Let me import it from components UI and avatar. Okay, do we have the avatar? Okay, avatar, 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 image, avatar image. Cool. Hello everyone who is watching my video. Thank you for watching. Hello Mahi, hello Karan Sota, hello Saleh Allah Khan, hello Raman Badan. Hello everyone. So we have this navbar created. And now I want it to be in a flex. And I want it to be flex property of space between. Let me check flex space between. Flex. So I want to be flex. Flex space between. Wait a minute. Yes, spacing space between. Okay. Let me write space. Items should be in the center, so item center. Okay. Flex section, flex wrap. Yes, justify content. I need to justify content to be space between, so we will use justify between. Okay, we have this just right between. Cool. So now I want the horizontal space to be more than the vertical space. So we can write px of 2 and py hmm, of also 2. I can increase it to 8. Right. Py is even 1 is better. And the font should be bold. Now as we are creating the e-commerce website, I'll write e-commerce web app. Now inside this, again this flex column is applied automatically. So inside main, we will apply flex. Okay, so flex row is applied. So we have created a number for us. Actually, I want it to even lighter. So we have lighter tone of background for our cards. Now let me put this class name to border of 1, border solid, and bg slate 400. I want the background for the information. Let me remove the border. We don't need the border actually. Actually, we just need the padding of 4, and I want width to be full. The thing is, we can remove the padding from here. I can also, let me also remove the height if that works properly. Now border radius LG or 2XL. Border radius is rounded LG actually. Yes. Hello, Konidoni Ravi. Where are you from? So, okay. Hmm. So we have important avatar, used it here, and we have this e-commerce web app. We have mobiles, laptops. Hmm. Okay. So what I can do next? Hmm. Actually, now we can put the actual images of the phone like Samsung Galaxy S23 and Samsung Galaxy M20 and the Google Pixel 7 Pro. We can put actual images here and see how it works or how it looks. So I'll be back in a moment. Yep. Hello everyone, I am back after a short little break. So now let's also made a button. Again from shadcn UI, I will import this button, simple button. So its code is very simple and we will put it inside our card. I will put it just below the next image, the button. Then we also need to import this button into our project. So okay, it's installed. I think I need to simply write here components. The components are getting added into another UI folder inside UI folder. So I need to delete this UI folder and copy this import statement inside button. Now close it and close component.json and layout. Inside cards we have this button. Button main, I can call it button main. And we can use it here. Let me get the button from components, UI, and of course button. The button should be of buy. Let me simply name it buy. Okay. We have a buy, then we can add another button and I can name it to add to cart. Add to cart. We can actually add the items to the cart also. Then also add to cart. Then I need to put these two buttons inside div. Then class name, of course flex, gap of 2. Right. I think I needed extra folder to put my components from shadcn UI. Uh, Let me put it inside UI components, and inside this let me put first the button, and okay, and components UI and button. So here I can use the button, and I can put it as button main, and then we will get the name from props, and then we will write it here, the name. And inside cards I can import, first I need to export. Okay, I have exported the button, import button from UI components, button, and of course I need to write the button here, also button here, and the name should be buy, and its name should be add to cart, and I also need to change the button's color, so we can change it here, variants. Okay, default is PG primary. Let me check if we can change the, this is secondary, this outline, this ghost. Where is our tailwind.js file? Okay, here it is. Colors, background. Let him close it for now. Again, go to our button component, and the default is BG is primary. So can I change it to slate 200? Let me check the button. Okay, the button color is changed. Now let's go to the tailwind, BG background color. So we have these all classes for colors. I actually need something like this, lime 200, actually 800. Actually, I need a green button for this. Okay, we have also green. Green 600, 500. Okay, 600 is like okay. Hmm. Hmm. So now we have a buy button and add to cart button, and we have mobiles, laptops. Okay, let's quickly see how the Amazon is looking. So any item inside Amazon, let me see some mobile phone of Samsung S3 Ultra 5G. Okay, so in the Amazon they show something like this. So they have even the filters for the phones. We do not have currently applied any filter for our phones. Okay, right. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra 5G and there are other phones. Cool. So now if I click on 128 GB, it will again. Samsung S23 5G. So as you can see, the one thing I am doing is I am rendering all the phones in a single row, but inside like sites like Amazon, the phones are on a single row, single phone is present. So what I can do is I can make it to take the whole space, right? So, and the details should be on the right. That is, that is also good. We can do that just now. So going back to our cards component. Now we have the width of this card as 56. Let me remove it. Okay, so it is now taking the whole space. So I can say the width is 100% or 100 or full. Okay, so now it is taking the full width. Hmm. I want the image and the phone on the row. So flex should be row. Okay. Hmm. Width should be not the full. It is going outside of this box. Why it's going like this? I think I also need to write here height full. Okay, and width full, width also full. Okay, right. So we have a really nice looking phones. And flex in the column. They should be rendered inside column, and the gap should be of 8. No, 8 is just too much. 4 is actually good. And this should be at the flex end. Let me see the flex end property of for flex end. Justify self at the end. Justify self end. Let me try it. Justify self at the end. No, it doesn't work. Now where is the flex direction, flex wrap? I need actually justify item, not justify item, line self. Flex end, self end. Okay, so self end. Actually, it is aligning it into this direction. So what I can do is I can do flex between, I think. I just flex and Flex, freeze a flex. Justify content, actually, not the justify content. Justify content. Okay, yes, justify content, justify between. All right. Justify between. Okay, now it has created it. The thing is, now again we have to put these all name, RAM and price inside div, and again we have to put some gap inside this. Class name, flex, gap of 4, and flex column to render them in a column. Okay, so I want the padding to be even more, padding of 8. Now it's looking good. Actually, phone is just too much bigger right now. I need to put some limitation on the height of the phone, and the width should be 32, 36, 42. Then 44 and 40. 44. Now it is actually looking okayish. What is the next after 48, 56? Let me write it 60. And the width should be 52. Height 60, width 60. Thank you everyone who is watching my live stream. So we are building an e-commerce website like the Amazon. Like we have a categories for electronics like mobiles, laptops, right? Padding of 4 should be also be applied. Now when checking for laptops, there should be a gap also, I think. Gap of 4, right? Okay, so now it's looking good. What is this for? Item center. Let me remove it. So we have mobiles, laptops, and I also need the image for processors. Processors, images, processor, image, SVG. Uh, okay, this is also good looking image. Processor, and also save it inside images. And we will, let me drag it to the right, and inside our images we have just downloaded the processor.svg. Inside card I will also processor, right? And so now if the case is processors, the image should be processors. Okay, right. So actually I can use the same name. Yes, I can use the short names for everything. This is the processor. Now we have a menswear. I can men's watch image. This is, I think, okay or not. It's not okay actually. Let me save it as men's watch. And if it is cases, men's watch, then image should be men's watch. Let me copy it. If it is men's watch, then image should be men's watch, right? But why on the processor it is coming as? Okay, I did not use break statement. We also need to use the break statement everywhere. And if I go to watch, Rolex. Let me check men's watch.svg. Oh, it is actually simply watch. No, I can also do for shirt and trouser also. Shirt SVG repo. Download it. Shirt. Okay, it is shirt. Shirt. And we have this. Shirt and again shirt. So we can go to shirt. What is this? Shirt.svg shorts. It is actually shirts. We have the shirts and the trousers. Trousers. It is okay. It is trousers. Trousers.svg. Trousers and trousers. Okay, but actually we do not have any data for trousers. I need to generate some data from the bard. Let me see, do we have any data for trousers? It's men's pants, shirts, pants. Actually we have the pants. Okay, so inside our categories, where is our data? Data inside data. So we are almost like into the 2 hours stream. So we have, it is our data items categories. So now I need to also get the men's pants. Trousers. Import men's pants. data and items and man spends dot json, and we can write it inside this trousers. Okay, so we have this very the list of trousers. Let me change everything to name. So finally, we have our categories mobiles. If I go to mobiles, we have then laptops, then processors, then inside menswear, watch, shorts, and trousers. But the thing is, we are not getting every field. I want to show every field here inside, just on the right of this image, right? In the every category. So for that, I think we have to change our logic inside cards. Before making any change inside card, I need to make change inside categories. I need to write fields. Fields. The thing is, like for mobiles, let me open the mobiles. Okay, so we have name, RAM, storage, OS, and price. So in the categories, I can write name, RAM, storage. I think we have to write them inside the string. Storage and operating system, and last is price. So I want to render all the fields that are here, that should be rendered inside here. So data.map, So we also need to get the name path items fields. Subcategory. Okay, subcategory. Then the data should be data.map. We have data of name, path, and price. Name, path, or price. Okay. Mm, so what we can do is we have the card in the category items. We are finding the subcategory, then items. Uh, mm, we are passing the items. Why need items and fields also? So I can remove this data and then I can destructure items and fields from data, right? And I can simply write items, and inside also can change items. So inside category item I also want to pass the fields, and I will provide the fields here. So according to this fields, let me first console it. Console.log fields, inspect it. Console, we have the fields coming: name, RAM, storage, OS, and price. And according to our fields, I want to render it. So we will map it. Fields.map, then field, return. I want to return it, and field is actually field. Let me just remove it. Name, RAM, storage, price. But I want is items.map. The thing is, it is actually item. Then the field should be uh, item field. Okay, right. So now we have this coming, but for in case mobile, for RAM and storage, I want to be the GB written just beside them, and for price I want to write the dollar just before this price tag. Mm, let me see how Amazon is doing it. Amazon is actually they are showing the price tag and what is a discount and free delivery and add to cart. They are not showing anything else actually. Right, so this is e-commerce website. Cool. But for our website, I am simply want to write this. Actually, gap is just too much. Gap should be lower to 2. Now it's looking good. Let's test the other fields. Okay, so other field do not have the fields array. So I also need to add fields array for every category. Okay. So I can write conditionally if field is equals to ram, then I want to return I want to write the GB after that. Okay, so GB is written. Now else if field is equals to storage, then of course I also want to write the GB, and if it is else if field is equals to price, I want to write the dollar sign just before the price tag. Should I write dollar? Okay, there should not be space between them. So category items is done. Categories, so I need to add fields in every thing. Let me open our data items, mobiles and processors. Where are the laptops? Okay, for laptops we have mobiles is done. Let me close the cart. Categories for laptops we have brand, name, RAM, storage, OS, price. Okay, brand, name, RAM, storage, name, RAM, storage, and OS. What is next? Next is I think price. We have brand, name, RAM, storage, OS, price. So let me go to the laptops. Okay, we have the brand Apple, MacBook Pro, then RAM is 16 GB, 512 GB of storage, then OS. Okay, it's good. We will also write the fields for processors, and for processor its name, course, cache, price, image URL. Actually I do not need image URL. This is just a redundant field that is added. These were just dummy links, they were not the actual links. So we have name, codes, cache and price. name, course, cache, and price. Now let's go to the processors. Okay, we have actually course should be right with the cards. Else if field is equals to processors, no, it's actually cores. So I want to write the course just after that. 10 cores, yes, 8 cores, 12 cores, and after with the cache is usually in the MB. So else if field is equals to what it is, cache, and it should be in MB, right? Cool. So now I need to do the same thing for the watch and shirt and trousers also. So we will open their items, data items. For watch we have men's watch and shirts and men's pants. So first let's try men's watch. Men's watch has, okay, brand and name, case material, and band material, and movement. Let me just write watch and price. We have, okay, let me also write fields for shirts, now for men's shirts. Let me just go to shirts. Currently we don't have anything. Let me write. So first is brand, then its name, then its size, then its color, then its fabric, then at last we have price. Okay, so like Hugo Boss regular fit dress shirt, medium, white, color is white, and it's of cotton, and it's of $99. Cool. Now inside trousers we have, of course, brand, name, size, color, again color, fabric, and of course price. So again, yes, like we have this Levi's pant, or we can say trouser, Levi's 501 original fit jeans, 32 by 32. That's its, I think, size. Yes, size, and it's of blue color and it's of denim. Right. Let me now see this website here. Close it, close it, close it. Oh, okay. Actually, our sidebar is just too short and our content is too large. It is taking almost all the width of our page. It should be lower than that. So what I will do is I will open the card. Where is our card? Remove this console log. Also open our sidebar. In the components we have sidebar. I want the width to be 36. Okay. Wait. 60. Okay, it is increased a little bit. Let me write it 96, the full width. Right now it's looking good. If I go to Amazon, let me compare it to our Amazon website. Samsung Galaxy Ultra. It doesn't have any background image. Mine is also looking good, but I will not just copy it fully. I will create my own UI for this e-commerce web app. So the most of the UI part for homepage is actually completed. We have the mobile phones, we have laptops, we have processors, and we have watch, shorts, trousers, right? So okay, so tomorrow we will add even more things in this website. We will add to cart page where we can add the items to our cart, and the option for buy, we will use a stripe for that later on, right? So yeah, so we'll close this. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching my live stream. Yeah.